A woman wakes up in the middle of the night to find the upper half of her neighbor hovering outside her window, intestines dangling below. In the American Southwest, entire families vanish without explanation, leaving only animal tracks that shift between species. These aren't modern horror stories. These are ancient warnings passed down through generations. Creatures so disturbing that entire cultures developed rituals just to survive them. What makes a myth truly terrifying isn't just the monster itself, but the fact that millions of people believed these creatures were real enough to change how they lived their lives. The Philippines harbors one of the most viscerally disturbing creatures in world mythology. The Manananggal appears as a beautiful woman by day, but at night, her torso violently separates from her lower body. Massive bat-like wings sprout from her shoulders as her upper half takes flight, trailing organs and intestines beneath her. The creature specifically hunts pregnant women, using a proboscis-like tongue to feed on unborn children. Filipino villages would scatter salt, garlic, and ash on doorsteps and windowsills. The defense strategy relied on a crucial weakness. If someone found the creature's lower half and spread salt on it before dawn, the Manananggal couldn't reunite and would perish in sunlight. Across the plains of Venezuela and Colombia stalks an entity known as El Silbon. The legend speaks of a young man who murdered his father in a fit of rage, was cursed by his grandfather, and now wanders eternally as a skeletal figure carrying a bag of bones. The creature announces its presence through a distinctive whistle that plays a scale of notes. The terror lies in the acoustic deception. When the whistle sounds close, El Silbon is actually far away. When the whistle seems distant, the creature stands directly behind its victim. Those who hear the whistle up close are marked for death within days. Venezuelan farmers refuse to travel alone at night, and the mere sound of whistling after dark could empty entire villages into their homes. The Orkney Islands of Scotland gave birth to what many consider the most grotesque creature in European folklore. The Nuckelavee appears as a horrific fusion of human and horse, but without any skin whatsoever. Black blood pulses through yellow veins visible across its entire body. Muscle tissue glistens in the moonlight. The creature's human torso grows from the horse's back, with arms so long they nearly drag on the ground. Its single eye burns red, and its breath carries disease that withers crops and kills livestock. The Nuckelavee emerges from the sea to spread plague and famine. Islanders lived in genuine terror of this demon, with only fresh water offering protection, as the creature couldn't cross running streams. Aztec mythology presents Cipactli, a primordial sea monster that existed before creation itself. This creature combined the features of a crocodile, fish, and toad, with mouths covering every joint of its body. Each mouth constantly hungered, gnashing teeth and demanding sustenance. According to Aztec cosmology, the gods had to dismember Cipactli to create the earth, using its body as the foundation of the world. The creature's insatiable hunger never died. The Aztecs believed Cipactli's endless appetite threatened to consume the world if not regularly fed. This belief directly influenced the practice of human sacrifice, with priests offering hearts and blood to satisfy the creature's mouths and prevent the earth's destruction. Navajo tradition speaks of the Yi Naldlushi, known in English as Skinwalkers. These are not mythical creatures, but humans who have gained the ability to transform into animals through the darkest possible magic. A person becomes a skinwalker by committing the ultimate taboo, killing a close family member. Once transformed, they can take the shape of any animal by wearing its pelt. Skinwalkers appear at night, often mimicking the voices of loved ones to lure victims outside. They tap on windows, scratch at doors, and peer through gaps in walls. The Navajo consider even speaking about skinwalkers dangerous, as it may attract their attention. Each of these creatures shares common elements that reveal what truly frightens humans across cultures. They violate the natural order, bodies that separate, humans without skin, creatures with mouths where mouths shouldn't exist. They hunt at night when humans are most vulnerable. They specifically target the innocent, pregnant women, families, and entire communities. These aren't random monsters designed to scare children. They represent deep cultural anxieties about death, disease, famine, and the breakdown of social order. The Manananggal embodies fears about pregnancy and childbirth. Silbon represents patricide and family violence. The Nuckelavee personifies plague and crop failure. Cipactli symbolizes cosmic hunger and chaos. Skinwalkers reflect the ultimate betrayal of trust and community. These creatures didn't fade into obscurity because they served critical social functions. In the Philippines, Manananggal stories reinforced community protection of pregnant women and encouraged vigilance. Venezuelan parents used Silbon to keep children from wandering at night. Scottish islanders blamed the Nuckelavee for unexplained livestock deaths and crop failures, providing psychological comfort through explanation. Aztec priests maintained social control through Cipactli's demands. Navajo skinwalker beliefs strengthened taboos against murder and reinforced community bonds. The monsters gave shape to invisible threats: disease, starvation, violence, and social collapse. They transformed abstract fears into tangible enemies that could be understood, discussed, and theoretically defended against. Remarkably, reports of these creatures continue into the present day. Filipino communities still share recent Manananggal sightings. Venezuelan travelers report hearing unexplained whistling in remote areas. Scottish islanders maintain traditions to ward off the Nuckelavee despite modern skepticism. Navajo communities refuse to discuss skinwalkers with outsiders, and rangers in the American Southwest document strange occurrences that match traditional descriptions. Whether these represent genuine phenomena, misidentified natural events, or the power of cultural belief, the fear remains real. These myths have survived centuries precisely because they tap into primal human fears that technology and education haven't erased. The most disturbing aspect of these creatures isn't their appearance or abilities, it's that each represents something that actually happened. The Manananggal emerged in regions with high maternal and infant mortality. Silbon comes from areas plagued by family violence. The Nuckelavee appeared during devastating plague outbreaks. Cipactli justified real human sacrifices. Skinwalkers describe actual murders within communities. These myths didn't create fear from nothing. They gave form to real tragedies, real deaths, and real threats that communities faced. The monsters became vessels for collective trauma, ways to process horrors that had no other explanation. The creatures are terrifying because they're built on foundations of genuine human suffering. These 5 creatures represent just a fraction of the terrifying entities that have haunted human imagination across history. They remind us that fear is universal, but the shape it takes reflects specific cultural experiences and anxieties. The next time someone dismisses mythology as primitive superstition, remember that these stories kept communities safe, explained the unexplainable, and helped people survive in a world full of genuine threats. Subscribe to explore more creatures that made entire civilizations change how they lived.